And ho ho, we're back just like that, and we're gonna talk now about we're talking about Facebook right now because as you know, Facebook bought Instagram a while back. That's nothing new for a lot of you. Everybody knows Facebook bought Instagram. But what you may not know is that Instagram recently added video playing capability to their site. A 15-second clip of video. You can upload up to 15 seconds on the Instagram. Now, Facebook added this video capability to Instagram, the popular service for sharing photographs and putting itself in competition with Twitter's Vine. If you remember, Twitter purchased Vine a while back, and then they released a 6-second video capability for Vine. So not only can you snap pictures of your meal, you can show yourself eating it too. You know what I'm saying? That's so, I mean, it's not just showing the stuff. You can show yourself eating it too. Users can start making their short masterpieces, by the way, for an additional of the additional video mode built into Instagram's existing app that will let them record up to 15 seconds of video, much longer than the 6 seconds offered by Twitter's Vine service. And Facebook did this in direct competition with Twitter. Now, the Instagram team tested several time limits as it built a new feature, said Instagram Chief Executive Co-founder Kevin Systrom. And weighing the length users may need to create meaningful video while still making the clips brief enough to share easily with friends. He said it's the right balance, and he's the one that anchored the launch event in Facebook's headquarters in California. Now, making video works much the same way as it does on Vine. Users in video mode can tap their phones to start and stop their recording. The video feature also lets users delete portions of the video they have recorded, a feature that's not currently available in Vine. And Instagram has included another feature that Vine users don't have, and that's 13 of its signature filters specifically designed for videos. Now, Vine and Instagram's new video feature has several differences, but the longer time limit on Instagram may be the most important. Now, according to the report, they're saying that the Instagram offers 15 seconds, while Vine offers 2.5 times the video fun. You know, Vine 6 seconds. You can get what they're saying is 2.5 times the fun on Instagram than you can on Vine. The longer time limit is supposed to make it easier for people to shoot videos, since they don't have to ration your time quite as jealously as you do with Vine. The more time is not always a good thing. If you have something really fun to film, then it gives you a lot of room to run. So this is the thinking with Mark Zuckerberg. Now, Vine has just 13 million users. That's 1/10 of the Instagram user base. They have 13 million. Instagram has about 130 million users. And no other video sharing app have attracted mass appeal. Part of the reason technically is for its technical limitations why that hasn't happened. But Instagram co-founder Kevin Systrom said during the service's unveiling that the video feature was initially left out of Instagram because the speed, simplicity, and beauty the creators strived for in the app were definitely wasn't possible at the time. It was good for photos, but he was saying it was not good for videos, so they left it out. Now, Systrom's third aspiration, beauty, is harder to gauge, since the quality of these videos is not necessarily going to be the best. Now, let me talk here a little bit about what people are saying in the tech world here, Devin, about this situation. A lot of people are saying when they heard this story and they saw that Instagram came out with 15 seconds of video, a lot of people are saying that what Mark Zuckerberg has done, and he hasn't admitted to this, but see if you think there's sense in this, what's going on in the tech world right now, because this is the rumor swirling around in the tech world right now. They're saying that Mark Zuckerberg did this 15 seconds because he wants to monetize Instagram. He wants to monetize Instagram with ads. And so everyone is used to the 15, 30, 45 minute, second type ad creation. And so, right, like in Vine, if Twitter tried to monetize Vine, people have to reshoot commercials to fit 6 seconds. Whereas in a commercial like, like in Hulu or any other place like that, commercials are already shot for 15 seconds, for 30 seconds. They already shot that way, so it wouldn't take much, especially if you shot it for 15 seconds. Then it's just a direct port, over to Facebook. So in Facebook's Instagram. Do you think there's any truth to this? I mean, do you think Zuckerberg is thinking along those lines, or do you think that's just all rumor?
It's not even a discussion that this is done. Zuckerberg is like, I mean, when he saw that Instagram and
right.
he purchased Instagram, it was like, this is just a rollout.
Right.
It was all in the works.
This was all part of his plan.
Yeah.
So when he spent $1 billion for Instagram, and everyone was saying, "Oh man, he spent too much."
He made $1 billion back then. He already had the budget.
Right.
And the future income
planned already.
Yeah.
And this was just a part of it.
Yeah.
And remember, he's rolling out this summer, starting next month, that $1 million per spot commercial. He's trying to get 4 companies per day that he's going to sell for $1 million an ad spot on Facebook, because he say he has 1 billion active users. Everyone wants a piece of that, and he's rolling that out next month. Now he has Instagram poised. You know what I'm saying? To where you can say, look, you can buy. Instagram has just Instagram has an install base of 130 million.
Zuckerberg rolls up his pants when he walks into his house because he's tiled with money. He rolls it up so he wades through it.
So do you think now? What do you think? What do you think the problem is with Vine in that 6? Because both of us agreed when we saw that 6 second, we were like, I mean, it fits with Twitter being a micro blogging site anyway. You only have 140 characters, so you gotta, and that's where all of these truncations come from, and this text speech where you say "see you later" because you just don't have the characters to be able to do it. And now with their video, see, the difference with that is you can't shorten video. There's no shortened form of me walking by. You know what I'm saying? So 6 seconds.
It's a lot of editing.
Yeah,
to get,
Yeah, I mean, but the average person shooting something with their cell phone,
6 seconds doesn't work.
It's nothing, So I don't think Twitter can really look at it and say, well, we in the text world we have a microblogging, so we're doing that for video.
Dead. And it's not D-E-I-D or D-E-A-D. It's D-E-A-D, dead.
You're saying that's what's happening with Vine on Twitter. I agree. I mean, because when you're taking video, if I'm taking something, 6 seconds is nothing.
Nothing.
You can't really record anything really good in just 6 seconds to make it in more time than that. Yeah. So I'm saying, so I don't know how this is going to work as far as Vine, and then Vine only has 13 million users, and there's a reason for that. Those 13 million, they're going over to Instagram. And one of the things that made Instagram popular is because people were moving away from, well, I won't say people, but the younger people were moving away from Facebook. Why? Because once their parents started, once the children heard their parents were on Facebook, right away, the children don't want to be a part of anything parents are part of. And those people, those children, they moved to Instagram. And that's where Instagram got its install base from. So Mark Zuckerberg was smart. A lot of people was thinking he paid, and maybe he might have, quote unquote, overpaid for Instagram, a company that at the time wasn't making money. At the time, they didn't have the install base, but Zuckerberg saw that the younger generation was going to move from Facebook. He already saw that paradigm shift. So rather than letting Instagram
is
the wrong word, and that's why I use the air quotes, because that's what people in the tech world said, that they overpaid.
Because they're not sitting in Zuckerberg's seat.
No.
That's why they're writing about Zuckerberg
instead of actually running
beside him and running. Yeah, they don't get it.
Yeah, and to me, I think Zuckerberg was a genius to buy Instagram.
He is amazingly genius.
Oh yeah, because right now, if he tried to buy Instagram, it would cost him probably twice as much, because of the following that Instagram now has. And Instagram can say, look, man, we don't need to be bought by anybody. So he got them at a bargain price, where now you look at Twitter trying to they scooped up Vine. Nobody really was using Vine anyway. They have 13 million signed in, not active users, but signed in users, people that have signed up for accounts.
Who wanted to test it.
Right. And how many of those are active users?
One. The owner of Vine.
And the owner of Vine.
Yeah.
And then his CEOs, otherwise they're fired.
That's it.
So we're going to have to wait and see how this thing rolls out. But I definitely think Zuckerberg is trying to monetize, because next month he's rolling out his advertising campaign, where he's going to give 4 companies the opportunity to buy $1 million spot of advertising per day. Now, people might look at that and say, well, that's too expensive. But to get in front of 1 billion active people, no. People are going to look at that, and if you break that down, you divide up 1 billion into 1 million, and you'll get the amount of money it's really costing per visitor. So I'm saying that in Zuckerberg's shoe, this is really cheap, and people are going to snap this up. And now with Vine being able to take that 15 seconds of video, we're definitely going to be able to see Zuckerberg roll in the commercials from that's being shot in 15-second intervals anyway. So it's easy for them to just play it right on Instagram.
Filling out the adoption papers as we speak. I'm a Zuckerberg.
Where you're a Zuckerberg fan, huh?
Yeah. No, family.
Oh, you're in the family.
So
you're going to be adopted by Zuckerberg. Well, coming up after the break, because it's like, man, every time we turn around, we get into these stories, and right away there's a break. But we're talking about the HP Slate 21 Android all-in-one desktop PC. I mean, this is something. Now, this is how I figured Samsung would make their computer look. Don't just rip off Apple. But hey, Samsung figures, they can, who cares, But this HP Slate 21 all-in-one powered with a Tegra 4 chip in it. If you're looking for a good all-in-one PC, this is definitely something that you might want to look at. Something that it's not huge, but at the same time, if you're just looking for something to replace your desktop, or something you want to use in the kitchen or something like that, they said that HP has said, and they contacted the editors at ZDNet, and they said that the official press release for the U.S. In the U.S. for the Slate 21 will start selling on stateside in September, and we'll tell you the price coming up right after the break. So don't touch that dial, mouse, dial, whatever.